Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Mandar Sanke and today we will learn about a project based on Node.js, Express and MongoDB. So Node is actually one of the most important coding languages out there. It is a backbone of many stacks like Mun stack, Min stack and so on. So for the little brief history about Node, it was first created back in 2009, 13 years after the first release of first server-side JavaScript environment by Netscape. It was created by Randall, who studied from University of California, who is from California actually, and who studied from University of California, San Diego. And he wanted to create a fast and lightweight JavaScript environment, and in the end, he was successful creating it. So Randall is an inspiration to all of us. Big salute to Randall. Let's get started. So in this project, we will only look for the files and folders which I have highlighted on the left side of your screen, and we can ignore the rest of it. So let's get started with the MVC model for MVC structure first. So in MVC, M stands for models, V stands for views, and C stands for controllers. So for the models part, models is basically information about your database. So here, for example, we are using MongoDB database. In MongoDB, table is known as document, row is known as collection, and column is known as fields. So for example, here we have two tables, like two documents, and here are the fields like columns for the user table, like password, username, age, license number, last name, first name, and so on. So the next part is views, and for the views, views is basically UI part. So all the HTML tags will go there. All the details, as you can see on the screen, will go there. And as you can see, there is a easiest extension. So we are using Express.js library for it, and all the pages are like, for example, footer, header, and navbar are like repeating in all the pages. And here, for example, we have used include keyword so that like all the header code will go there. So the code repetition will decrease. So our next part is controllers. So controller is basically a connection between views and models. So if user clicks on specific button, that logic will go there. So for example, this is the logic for like insert query. This is similar to insert query in SQL for the MongoDB server. And for example, this is for the update query. Yep. And this is for the select query again. And this is for the find by date update. This is again the update query. So now we will talk about how you can integrate the MongoDB database into your application. So first you need to install MongoDB Compass application first here, and then you can go to cloud.mongodb.com website. Here you can either create a new cluster, or if you have an existing cluster connected, is like created, or you can connect from here, and then click on compass, and then you can copy the connection string, replace the DB password with your existing password, and then go to MongoDB Compass application, click on plus icon, and then you can paste the connection string here and click on connect. It will get connected. So in case you don't remember your password, there is a solution for it as well. You can go to database access tab. You can either edit your existing user and change the password from there. Yeah, you can edit the password from here, or you can create a new user and uh, create a password from there as well. Now we will talk about how the application works. So as you can see, index.js is like a heartbeat of the any Node.js application. And as you can see, the code structure, it's pretty clean. So your code should be like that only. So for let's get started with the sign up page. So the sign up page is defined by register root. So in the sign up page, uh, as you can see on the submit button, yeah, there is an action called user collections. So again, in the if you see in the index.js, the user collection is pointed towards the save user collection controller, and which is pointed to store user controller. So it will go to the store user controller, which is there. So in on the button of submit, uh, it will basically register. It will create the user uh, from this line of code, and it will yeah, create the user. So let's just test our code here. So I'm getting the user with my name, password, confirm password, and user type. So here I have added the validation as well. So all the validations are being handled by the middleware section. So the validate we have to validate the user password do not match. So if we like the password and confirm password is not same, yeah, the password do not match, error will come, and it is handled through the middleware here, validate user, and it is being called uh, in the index.js page validate user, as you can see. So now let's try entering the correct details. So again, if you write the correct details, it will successfully should insert, right? Please log in. Now I am logging in the same user ID and password. Yeah, now I'm successfully logged in. And if you see in the user model, if you refresh it, yeah, here is the user I have just created. So if you notice, like once I sign into the driver login, the like navigation bar actually changes. The G2 test and G test pages are open. The reason is so if you go to the navigation section in the layouts navbar, I like I'm defining specifically define if the user type is a driver, only then those two pages should be open. So now we will enter the details here. License number should I'm writing any random age, then make, model, manufacturing year, plate number. There is not validation on any of it except license number. So time slot, I think it's August 31st if I'm not wrong. No, let's try this. Yeah, and click on submit. So I mean now I'm explaining the logic for the appointment as well, that we have just click on the radio button for the appointment. So uh, if you refresh the user, so the appointment ID column is being linked to the object ID of the appointment table. So if we click on the object ID, if you compare the object ID, it's ending with 832. So just go on the 832, 832. Yep, time slot. We have to refresh that as well. So again, look for the 832 and the end. Yeah, now it's false because we have just attached the new user with this appointment. So if the next user try to sign in with the same appointment, it won't be shown to him. So that was the logic for the appointment. Now we'll look for the admin panel. So we have to create a new user for admin. So create user for admin password and user type as admin. Save admin. Yeah. So once I log in into the admin panel, again the navigation bar changes because similarly on the nav bar, if the user like type is admin, appointment should be open. So it is nothing but what we have just seen. So like if in the G2 test page, there was a section called appointment. So if any driver wants to like appoint his booking for the G2 test page, uh, like for the time slot thing, it should be available. Admin should make it available. So it comes from here. So for example, if I document 15, now I'm creating the appointment for these dates, which means for the 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 12:30, and so on. On these timings, the time slot should be open for a G2 test or GTS exams. I've created it. So that was it for the admin panel. And now we will look for the examiner panel. So for the examiner, again, we have to create a new user for examiner. So password, I'm keeping the same password for every user for now. Yeah. And then login, examiner, login. So similarly, as you can see, the navbar again changes. The examiner tab is open now. So in the examiner, so if you remember for the driver, we have just created one driver user, and he has made a G2 test booking. So examiner can either pass or fail here. So you can pass or fail. Obviously, I won't fail myself here. So user is pass G2 test and submit. If you see it again, yep, user is passed. So if we click on logout and sign in or log in with the admin panel, you will see the all the details. Yeah, you can see the all the details for the passed or failed user. So for right now, only one user is there and he's passed. So that was it for the examiner panel. So I've added one more thing in the dashboard page. So as you can see, if I log in with my name, it is giving welcome message with my name, welcome Mandar Sanke. So the reason is like if you try to reverse engineer it, so in the view of dashboard page, as you can see, if there is a data for the user in the user data variable, it is returning welcome with user data. So the reason is, so if you go to into the dashboard controller, so home.js, yeah, it is like the data is being passed from the session variable to the view of dashboard. And if you try to reverse engineer it here, so from the login, if user clicks on the login button, all the data like user type, user id, user license number, first name, last name, and the combination that is full name, it is stored in the session variable. So for that way the data is being passed and it is being captured on the home controller and it is being thrown to the view of dashboard. that is index.js. So guys, that was it for this project. If you want to ask me more about the Node.js coding or this project, you can DM me on LinkedIn or Instagram. The profile links will be given in the description of this video, and I will be also uploading this code on GitHub. The repository link will be given in the description. And as you can see, also hosted this application on Firebase. How to do it, I will explain in some other video, but the link is publicly available and you can test out this app if you want. So that was it, guys. Connect me on LinkedIn and message me at any time if you want any help regarding software development, coding, and all. So thank you, everyone. Bye.